All right, one more little thing for tonight. We're going to talk about rotation in waltz. So last week we did the basic and the 6-step underarm turn in waltz, which was our first ballroom dance. And we're going to plug in the rotation that we use in rumba right into the one that we do in waltz. The only difference is it's going to be a little bit smoother because we don't have the quicks and slows. So if you remember in rumba, if we're doing your basic, it's quick, quick, and then on that slow, we have some rotation and then we square up. Quick, quick, on that slow, we have some rotation and then we square up. It's the same idea, but we don't have any quicks and slows. So if I'm the gentleman and I'm the lead, waltz is also a little bit bigger, and I've mentioned that, but as you can see my space, I don't have a lot of room to stretch out, but I'll try to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it's a little bit more of a fluid motion because we don't have the pause. I'm going to do 1 or 2 basics without rotation, and then I'm going to start to work it in, okay? So starting forward on the left for the gentleman, we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Anytime I step forward or back, I can start to add that rotation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It can be drastic or very subtle. 1, 2, 3. I'm never pausing. It's just one fluid motion, okay? For the girls, it's the same. A little bit of technique here. When we line up, it's going to be difficult without a partner, but when we line up in rumba, cha-cha, salsa, swing, all the Latin rhythm dances, we're shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe, completely lined up. In any of the ballroom dances, which so far all we do is waltz, eventually if we add in foxtrot or tango or Viennese waltz or quick step or any of those, whether it's in this session or when you find it, somewhere else after this session, you're going to line up offset from one another. So if my partner's shoulders are here and this is the leader and I'm the follow, I'm going to lead, or I'm going to line up offset. So his shoulder is going to hit about my sternum and vice versa. His center point is going to be about where my shoulder is. So I'm going to be offset. You see ballroom dancers kind of have this big frame, and that is part reality and part illusion. Some of that is just how far they're stretching their back or they're, stretching out. But some of it is practical because we want our feet to be on 4 separate tracks. So it's his foot, her foot, his foot, her foot. And there are these, if you imagine you're dancing with skis on, you want 4 separate tracks for each foot, okay? So when I line up, and that goes the same for girls and guys, if I'm a girl looking at my lead, I'm setting to my left side, and then he's setting to his left side. So we're both kind of stretching on opposite sides, okay? So then I'm in my frame, and we're going in our basic. As he does his rotation, I'm just going to be matching it, okay? His head, though, is over here, and my head's looking here, so we're each looking kind of just past each other. I'm hoping I'm still in camera here. So I'll feel that rotation on his back step, my forward, or my back, his forward, and I'll just keep my shoulders parallel with his. Even though they're not squared up, they're still parallel. So as you are able to dance with people, for ballroom, you'll want to try to have that kind of offset frame, okay? So that's just a little bit for waltz, not any extra steps, just adding in that rotation so we can get familiar with that as we move forward. Thank you guys.